Good evening, everyone. Hello, welcome to our Tuesday edition of our leadership call. My name is Miriam Kareem, and I'm so excited to have you all here for another edition of intense training and great lessons from our leader, Coach Will Zanders. A quick trip to the newbie corner. One of the things that kind of struck me today was the importance of finding, when you're looking to get your three for Godasana, finding the three that are committed to getting it done. And you're never going to know who those three are going to be. You'll know from the actions that they take when, if they're slow to getting your 20 reasons why, if they're slow to placing their first order, if they giving you all kinds of excuses, even if they ghost you. Yeah, people will do that. It's crazy. Like you spent money to get started in a business and then you ghost somebody, so they're not your three. But once you find that three, it's going to be magical. And I am just ready to dig in with my three and get going. So just be selective of who your three are. And the three that you currently have may not be really your three. They just might be placeholders. So, it is what it is. But that being said, I'd like to introduce you to our teacher tonight, Coach Will Zanders. He is a multiple seven-figure earner in the network marketing world, a seven-figure earner at Green Organics at HBN, and our first six-figure earner at Godasana. An amazing teacher, always has the right recipe to help you get your business to where it needs to be. So, Coach Will Zanders, are you available, sir?
Available, Miriam. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that kind introduction. Always good to see you on here, and I appreciate everything that you do for the team at large. And one thing you'll notice, ladies and gentlemen, is that people who really have a servant's heart and start to lead and do positions of leadership and come into positions of leadership and service, because leadership is service at its deepest level. You would notice that they do things for the entire company, typically for teams that aren't even their teams. I know Marcus taught me that very early in this game, and I've always tried to do that, and it served me very well because I'm watching his example. And I know that Miriam, she has that same servant leadership heart as well, where she does things to take time out of her day to make sure that y'all are always getting some fresh, new perspective from someone who is rapidly rising the ranks of this industry as they go. And Coach Tina's like that, Coach Kim as well. So we really love that and appreciate that. So y'all show Miriam some love in the chat. And you have certain people that are like that. Sydney's another person like that, Coach Charlotte and Kenya as well. Coach Sonic does calls for the entire team, for everybody who wants to get on and learn the skills that it takes to succeed in network marketing. And that is super, super important. So be sure to show them some love in the chat because that stuff is unpaid work. When you're building someone's team and helping people build their team and traveling to meetings like Tina just did, who drove hours to go support a meeting for Didi, and Jess drove an hour as well to support and make sure that meeting went great. You got to really see the value in that. When Coach Seymour came to Miriam's meeting in Dallas, Texas, and it was amazing, you got to really see Valerie came, out of nowhere, Valerie came. I mean, you just got to really understand that the servant-driven leadership, the servant's heart, these are things that you will do once you become a top earner. But the trick is to start doing those types of things now. And you have to have some knowledge to do that. You got to have some skill to do. You can't be day one saying, hey, I'm ready to do a call for everybody. You haven't accomplished anything yet. Settle down, my boy. You look for other things that you can do that are within your skill set and your result set as well. So this is wonderful. And Miriam brought up a great point about really being particular about who the three VIPs are in your business. And I made a mistake with that with HBN years ago because I was not being coachable. Quick story about that, and then we'll bring on our guest speaker for the evening. When I was starting my HBN business, I knew the way I wanted to do it. And Coach Marcus, very politely, we hadn't met yet, but very politely said, hey, man, I see you doing some great things. This is how you should structure your business to make X amount of dollars. And I was like, what does he know, right? What does he know? I didn't know Coach Marcus back then. I knew of Coach Marcus. But again, as I tell you all the time, I was in my proud, hadn't accomplished a lot phase. And a lot of us leaders go through that phase of we've accomplished stuff in other companies, but we hadn't accomplished nothing here really to sing about, but we bring that ego over from our previous results. That's me all day, or that was me all day. And I didn't listen to coach's advice. Just wasn't being coachable, listening to my upline. And I tell this story every once in a while, just so you understand. Uh, it has cost me today, and this is no exaggeration, and the number goes up all the time. But as of the last time I checked, it has cost me over $2 million in commissions. Over $2 million in commissions. And I can say that. I can say that with a certain degree of humility. Things would be a little bit different, but that is how much it can cost you. And some stuff, not for me or anybody else. Oh, Will, Paula loves y'all, blah, blah, blah. No, you can't. Some stuff you can't undo. And so the only thing you can do is make that be a lesson to people who are not coachable, not teachable, to say, please, please, for the love of all that is good, please listen to the people in your plugged in support team, your plugged in upline who really have your best interests at heart. Coach Marcus wants me to make as much money as possible. He wouldn't give me bad advice. And on top of that, not just giving advice, that's not the only thing. It's advice from people who've accomplished what you want to accomplish. And as I'm very fond of saying, number one, congratulations to Coach Marcus for hitting the $1 million mark with the Green Organics companies. But that's not the biggest deal. The biggest deal is the $4 million he made before that. So y'all got to really understand he's so humble, but that is exactly the type of leader I aspire to be. Not there yet, but I'm working on it. So congratulations to you, Coach, again. We knew it was only a matter of time, man. And I can't wait to congratulate the next $2 or $3 million earners. And we actually have it on track for this year. At least 3, 4, maybe 5 more 6-figure earners with our team already. So we're really excited about everything. Thank you, Miriam, so much for that. And it's such a big deal to me. I reached out to corporate as far as what Miriam was talking about being selective. I'm looking in the back office, I'm looking in my grid, and I'm like, this person's inactive and they're within my first 3 levels. And I don't like that at all. This person's inactive, but they haven't been purged yet. And typically it takes a couple of months for them to purge. That's totally fine. Sometimes 30, 60, maybe 90 days for them to be out of the system. I message corporate on the chat and I suggest you do this. May say yes, may say no, but I was like, hey, this person in my group is inactive. They've been inactive for 60 days or whatever. Can we get them up out of here? Can we get them up out of here? So it might not always be a yes, but it was a yes, and that person was gone. So I didn't call them, didn't reach out, get up out of there. I'm very selective about the people that I bring into the business, and especially the brand new 3 people I bought in the business. And I want them to have the highest spot available. So I looked in my organization for people that have been inactive for longer than 30 and 60 days. And the second I saw one right in that 3rd level, you got to go. You got to go. And that's because I'm very selective, and Miriam has exactly the right mindset with that. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, let us bring up our coach, teacher, speaker, trainer for the evening. I'll see him in the chat. I'm sure he is ready to go. And for those of y'all who don't know Coach Seymour Greenridge Blake, I tell you, some people, until you get to know him, are just very quiet. Coach Seymour is very stoic. He's seen a lot, been through a lot, accomplished a ton. And, this wasn't his first company where he was a top earner at. He's done it before. But him being here and getting a chance to learn from him from a business standpoint, from a life standpoint, there are certain things that he does better than anybody else in the company. And I do not say that. I don't say that statement lightly at all. So whenever he speaks, whenever he's coaching or teaching, I highly recommend you pay attention. Get your pens out. Get your pens out. Nobody's too good to have a pen and take notes. But let's bring him to the stage and let's see what he's got for us tonight. Coach Seymour, are you available, good sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
My man, there he is, man. I cannot wait to see you in Nashville, brother. By all means, take it away. The floor is yours. Just, I'll be here when you're done.
Okay. Thank you for the introduction, Coach. And first off, let me say congratulations, 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 not only to my mentor, not only to my coach, but my support team member and a great friend. In the last 5 years, our friendship has really grown. I respect you, Coach Marcus, very, very much. And I am so proud to see you hit that $1 million. And all that's going to do is make way for a few more people on this team to be able to do the same. Thanks again, thanks again, thanks again for everything that you do for the team, even though some of us are not on your team. So again, congratulations going out to you, my brother. Take my hat off to you. Salute to you. So let's get started. I'm gonna be going off cameras because I want to be able to pay attention to what I'm doing and not get distracted with the comments. If there's any questions, we can try to answer them at the end of the call, but I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera for this part. So basically what we're gonna be talking about today is gonna be generating wealth the right way with the Green Organics Company. Let me say that again, generating wealth the right way with the Green Organics Company. Okay. So we ask ourselves the question, what is Green Organics? Okay. Green Organics is a health and wellness company focused on organic plant-based products. It also includes brands like Heart and Body Naturals and Godasana. It's a product line which includes detox teas, superfoods, essential oils, weight release products, and many, 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 many more. What is the greatest mission that Green Organics has for us is the healing of the world, one person at a time. Okay? Now let's get into why Green Organics, why we use network marketing with Green Organics to build the wealth that we can achieve. And I'm not going to talk about network marketing in general. We're going to talk about network marketing with Green Organics. Okay? Why? Why network marketing? Number one, it's a very low startup cost. A lot of network marketing companies that we've been in before, we've seen where we had to start off with $1,500, $500, $2,000 to get started. Green Organics Company is a very, very low startup cost. There's no employees, no inventory to manage. It leverages and it produces residual income. Okay? Personal development teachings like what we're on here doing today. And with that, when you have great personal development, that increases your income. You will see your income grow. And the best part about it is that it works for everybody, everyday people, not just people in sales. It works for everyday people. You could be a teacher, you could be a janitor at a school, you could be a police officer, everyday people. Network marketing with Green Organics will work. Okay, let's talk about the wealth equation. Wealth equal passive income plus time freedom impacted. I want to say that one more time, so I hope some of y'all get this. Wealth is equal to passive income plus time freedom impacted. Most job only offers an active income. What does that mean? That means that you actually have to go into work to earn money, to earn income. You got to go into work to earn income. But with Green Organics, we give you residual income. You do the work one time, you do it right the first time, and that residual income comes in over, and over. And all you got to do is do it the right way. Do it the way that we're taught with our teachers that we have here with Green Organics on every day except for Fridays. Okay? We got to do it the right way. There's a right way to doing things, and there's a wrong way to doing things. I'm going to start with some of the wrong ways to build the Green Organics Company. Hype, pressure, all the little flops. You see people going out and renting cars and taking pictures next to them, showing big checks at conventions. That's a lot of hype. We don't do that here. We educate, and we are authentic about sharing what we educate, what we are educated on when it comes to building this business. That's the right way to do it. Get educated and be authentic. The wrong way is recruiting everyone. I remember when I first got involved with network marketing, I was told, anybody that comes within an arm's length of you, you need to recruit them. How many people has been told that before? I've heard that before. That's the wrong way to recruit people. Attract like-minded people. That's how you recruit. You attract people that have the same mindset like you do, the same mindset of want to be healthy, want to be wealthy, not just anybody off the streets, because everybody that you're going to be in contact with is not going to want your business, and you might not even want them in your business. You don't see people doing interviews to hire people and just hire everybody that came into that interview. They pick the best person, the best quality person to be working with them at that job. You want to do the same with your business. If you're going to call him a business partner, make sure that that person have the same mindset like you do. Make sure that that person wants to change your lifestyle, wants to change their health, wants to earn money to take care of their family. Okay? Stop focusing on fast money. That's the wrong way to build your business. When you just focus on the fast money, earning that, those are the 70% that come in and jump out, run out. They get that fast money and they run. What you need to do is focus on long-term legacy and building. Okay? Stop just selling to friends only. That's the wrong way to do it. Serving and solving problems is what you want to do. Those are the people you want to get involved with, people that you can serve and people that you can help solve some of their problems. Because once you do that, people will stick with you, people will trust you. Okay? Why do we say that Green Organics is different? Again, like I said earlier, it's a low startup, right? So it's free to join. I had never been in a company where it's free to get started and you can make money that same day, even if you didn't make a sale. Green Organics provides that for us. One of the biggest and the greatest things is that it's 100% transparent. Our CEO don't hide anything from us. Everything is out there for us to see. Everything. Okay? It is a whole wellness approach. We get instant pay. We get weekly pay. We get bonuses for team bonuses. We get monthly pay. I've been in companies where you had to wait 2 weeks before you got your commission that you earned 2 weeks prior. We get it instantaneously. You place an order, somebody place an order in your downline or on your website, you get paid. And one of the greatest things is that we have real support, a real support system. We have coaches that are here to support us. Okay? And the best part is that it's clean. We have clean, quality, result-driven products. The products that we use is changing people's lives. They're quality products. We don't have to use a whole bunch to get the results that we're getting. Okay? We have powerful products, guys. And with powerful products, what does that create? Easy wealth. How is that? When people get results, what do? They go out and they purchase the product again and again and again. And when they do that, what else do? They tell stories. They tell their stories. They're going to tell somebody else the kind of result they got from using our products. How do we get to know or see the results that our products are doing? We become a product of the product. You have to use the product to be able to get the results, to be able to go tell others about it. Okay? It's not about just selling. It's about serving people. And when I say that, I want you to think about this. When you go to a restaurant to eat, yes, you pay for the food. But when you tip the waiter or the server that brought that food to the table to you, did you tip that waitress because they brought food to you, or you tip them because of the service that they provided for you? So we got to stop worrying about selling a product and start serving the people or the customers that we approach or that even approach us. Because when you do that, that person feels a lot more trustworthy of you. They don't look at you as just trying to sell them something. They look at you caring about them. Okay? So what are some of the daily wealth building blueprint that we have? I said earlier, we got to use the product, become a product of the product. And if we're using those products and become a product of that product, the next thing that we're going to do is that we're going to share our stories. People follow real people. How many times you got on the phone to call customer service for your cell phone and you got that automated system and it did it not make you angry because it kept asking you the same question over and over? But the minute they put you on the phone with a real person, your attitude changed. Okay? We got to plug into the system, plug into the training that we teach Sunday through Thursday, and then Saturday. Plug in, learn, apply, and grow. We got what is called a BEST system. Buy and become a product of the product. Educate, show the plan, teach. Okay? And the biggest thing that we have to do is we got to start building relationship with people that we talk to. Don't just sell it, even if they're a customer, even if they're a hot market one-time customer, I still follow up with my people. When they support me with that order, the next thing I do is I send them a $25 gift card, thanking them for supporting me. Yes, I ask them for one-time purchase. But by giving them that $25 gift card and letting them know that that $25 gift card will take $25 off their sale, that actually take them to action without touching them. Because now they're going to go back in, they might find something else and use that $25 gift card. And then because on the HBN side, we're able to view when their products are being shipped, I can check the tracking and I follow up with them and let them know a product has been shipped. I follow up with them in the next few days and let them know their product has been delivered. And then after that, and I use this from the book that we got from Tina in Vegas. I follow up with the team member or the customer and let them know, hey, you got your product about 2 weeks ago. Just want to check to see how things going. If you notice any difference, how is it going after you started using the product? Then I get back with them to get a testimony from them later on down the road. Not one time did I say, I need you to sign up and get started with me. Not one time did I say, are you ready to buy some more product again? I am building a relationship with that individual. That individual sees that I just care about them, not just about the sale that they did one time and then forgot about them. Because a lot of people do that. A lot of us do that. We will get somebody to support us with a product and a sale, and then we don't even contact that individual anymore. That one customer could become a business partner if you just show that you care about the individual and you show that relationship that you're trying to build with them. Okay? So do that, because when you build a relationship with people, they begin to trust you and they will join you. Okay? We got one of the best, greatest compensation plan right now with Green Organics, especially with Odasana. Multiple streams of income, guys. We got retail commission, fast start bonuses, binary team bonus, matrix pay, rank advancement, matching bonus. Who else does that? Who else give us all of that? You have I would say millions of dollars sitting in your hand, but a lot of people are looking at what it costs to get started instead of the value of what you have in your hand. And that's why your team and your business is not being grown. You treating that business as a hobby and not as a business. The first thing you have to do is change your mindset. Do y'all understand how leverage is the power of a team? I want some of you to, if you answer this question in the chat, I want to see who were paying attention the other day. Who remember what shirt Coach Will was wearing on Sunday when he did the training on Sunday? Put in the chat, what shirt was he wearing? Let me see who was paying attention that was on the call Sunday. Right. MLM is a sport. Leveraging is the power of a team. So what did that mean? When we say MLM is a sport, to win a team, if you go play football, if you play for the best, greatest NFL team, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and won 6 Super Bowls, did the quarterback win it or did the whole team win it? If you played for the Baltimore Ravens, one of the worst NFL teams in the NFL history, when they won their Super Bowl, did the quarterback win it or did the whole team win it? The whole team did. Wealth is a team sport, guys. You earn from the efforts of others, not just the effort of yourself. Help others win, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to win bigger. So let's start treating this the right way. Build it the right way. Another thing we got to do is learn how to invite. We have the book Icebreakers. How many of you are reading that book and getting it? And I'm not saying read it one time. I read that book so many times and I still read it because there's stuff I might have missed and not remembered. That's the greatest book that teaches you how to invite. But there's some keywords that sometimes we need to use when we talk to people to try and invite them to come to our calls or come to our groups, teachings, or to come to our boot camps. And we have thought this. I found something that changed my health, and I just had to share it with you. How many of you know how many medications I was on? But because of the fact that I found something that was able to help me change my health and get off of those 39 medications, I had to share it with somebody. Because of my kidney damage that I had, I found something that was able to change my health and reverse that kidney damage. And it was so great that I had to share it with someone. We hear Coach Will say this a lot of times. You may or you may not be interested, but I value your opinion. Those are certain things that we can ask people to get them to look at what we have. And then we also hear, you might even say, have you ever heard of Green Organics? And if they didn't, let's keep it real. Let's keep it short and be authentic. No reason to lie. No reason to talk an whole hour about the business and don't give an individual a chance to talk. Because remember what I thought about last week, silence and listening. Okay? We got tools that can really help you business. And I'm not talking about no hype. I'm talking about tools that really work with Green Organics. We have replicated websites. How many of you are using those websites? My favorite one is the health food store. Because when people go to that store, they have the chance to look at things, and they have a way to shop according to what they're looking for. They just can type in the word, they can go to the alphabet letter and look at the alphabet letter, and there's a list of things in those alphabet that they might be needing and might be too embarrassed to ask somebody about it, so they can look at it and get it, and just from there purchase what they need. That's a tool. Use your replicated website, guys. One of the best calls that we have is on Mondays, because people will be able to hear other people's testimonials. You'll be surprised how many people join our team just from being on that call on Mondays. We got product information pages on our products. Share those with people. And share your stories, because there are real stories and they're coming from real people. Testimonials can create trust. I hope y'all know that. Testimonials also share transformations. How? Because they're listening to people health improved. by using some of the products that we use or that we have. I can sit here and talk about some of the weight loss, the weight release products that help at least 3 people right off the top of my head. Miriam, 100 pounds plus. Coach Sonic, 100 pounds plus. Bernita, 100 pounds plus. Chef, 100 pounds plus. Those are real stories from real people. Use them until you get your own story to be able to tell. But the greatest part of all is that the tools that we have and the testimonies can create financial breakthroughs. Look at what happened yesterday with Coach Marcus. If it wasn't for him having a team and using the leverage from his team, would he have made $1 million in commission? Would Coach Will earn $1 million in commission? No. Why? The testimonies from our group and this team can help people make the decision to tell you yes or no if they want to join your business. Let your team success tell your story, guys. Before I was able to tell my stories, I was using Bernita's story. I was using Miriam's story. I was using Coach Sonic and Chef's story. Until I lost the weight and people saw my story and saw me because they saw me and they knew me. They saw me had my 8 months baby that I was pregnant with that big old belly I had. Not even a beer drink, but I had a big old belly. And once that happened, my business grew because I was able to share that story. Okay? Also realize that time and consistency is also equal wealth. How many of y'all know that 90% of people quit the first 90 days in business? If Coach Marcus would have quit 90 days when he first started HBN, would he be where he's at today? Will Coach Will be where he's at today? Will any of you be where you're at today if you'd have quit 90 days after you started your business? No. So be different. Commit to 5 years, guys. Don't do 90 days. Commit to 5 years. And I guarantee you're going to go beyond those 5 years. I came in with the mindset that I was going to be able to tell my sponsor the products wasn't going to work. But because it was free and I knew that I could get my money back in 60 days, if the product didn't work, I did it for the reason to prove that it wasn't going to work. That was 5.5 years ago, almost 6 now. So commit to 5 years of this business and watch what can happen for you. And you have to have daily consistency, not once in a while effort. You have to be consistent daily if you want this business to work. Because momentum brings money, guys. If you keep that momentum growing, it's like you take a snowball and roll it down a hill. The momentum won't build up and that snowball gonna get bigger as it comes down that hill. The same thing can happen with your business if you work it the right way. Again, you have to have the mindset of a wealth builder. Start treating your business like a business and not a hobby. And not like you treat your job. Because some of y'all treat your jobs like a hobby too. You'll go to work and you hide. You don't do your job, but you expect to get paid the right way. So don't treat your business that way. Treat it like a business. Treat your business as the CEO, as the company, and you will see your business grow. Have the mindset of wealth building. Don't chase money. Chase the value of what you have in your hand. Focus on helping 3 to 5 people a week. 3 to 5 people per week. Some of you want to achieve that rank of diamond, which is a lot easier to achieve now with Go Designer. What if you went out and helped 3 to 5 people a week? Do you not think you will reach that rank of diamond and be able to keep it if you pick the right 3 people or the right 15 people, I should say? 3 to 5 people a week. Help them, not sell them. Help them to understand what we have what the products that we have can do for them. And use the best system. Learn, apply what you learn, and teach others to do the same. Why do we want to build a wealth legacy? For a few things. We want to build a legacy of health. We want to be healthier. We want to live longer. Okay? You want to build generational wealth for your family. You want to build time freedom that not only going to impact you, but also going to impact the lives of others. When I say that because I think back of when I was a child. Am I able to say I had fun with my grandmother? I never knew my mother's mother or my mother's father or my dad's father, but I knew my dad's mother. But was I able to grow up and say I had so much fun with my grandmother? No, why? Because all she did was work, 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 work. When I came to the United States in 1980, I lived with her for a year before I joined the Air Force. But was I still able to say I had fun with her? No. But guess what? My grandkids gonna be able to grow up and say, I had fun with my grandpa because he had a lot of time to spend with us. We have photos, we got videos that we can show people the fun that we had together. This business can create freedom, time freedom for you to spend time with your family if you use it and work it the right way, guys. I am proud to be able to say my grandkids will be able to grow up and say, my granddaddy did this, my granddaddy created a legacy for us, my granddaddy created portfolios for us to be able to not have to work for anybody. How many of you want to do that? I was not able to build the house for my mom like I wanted to because she was gone before I could even get to the point to where I can do that. And that hurt me the most. Not having my mom around anymore hurts me the most. It wasn't as hard when I lost my dad like when I lost my mom because of how close I was to her. If you still have your parents, take care of them, love them, let them know that you love them. Don't wait till they're gone to let them know how much you miss them. Because it's a hard, hard feeling. Build this business so you can get the time back to spend with your family, guys. And once you get that, you'll understand what I'm talking about. We already have everything that we need that it takes to build this business. You don't need to be an expert at every single product in this product. Just pick one. The first thing is that you need to believe that you can do this. You got to believe in yourself. I say this all the time. A lot of us believe in God that we don't see. We have faith in him. We have trust in him, but we don't have that same belief in ourselves or that same trust or that same faith in our own self that we can do something because we worrying about what people are going to think about us if we talk to them about our business. You got to change your mindset. Please do that. Do me that one favor. Change your mindset and watch how your business will grow. Stay plugged into the system, guys. Let the company, products, and story do the heavy lifting for you. We got real people here with real wealth. And we're looking at one of them today in this chat. That's Coach Marcus. That's Coach Will. That's Coach Kimberly, Coach Tina, Coach Charlotte, Coach Sonic. These are all real people with real wealth and real stories. Guess what? If we can do it, so can you. So what is the next step that you need to take? If you're not with Green Organics yet and you're on this call because you were invited to the call, get your free account today. Choose the product that you want to purchase and start using that product so you can get the result that you're looking for and be able to tell the story. Join the Facebook groups that we have. The testimonial group page, the influencer group page, the drink to drop page. There is a lot of information on those pages for people. If you're not with us yet, get with those groups. If you are with us, stay plugged in and get plugged in, because some of us are just not plugged in, really not plugged in. And again, like I said earlier, commit to 5 years. And let's build wealth together, guys. And with conclusion, let me say this. Wealth is not just about money. It's about living fully, giving freely, and building something that lasts. With that said, welcome to the Green Organics family. Your new beginning starts now. Back to you, Coach Will.
Man, what? Coach Marcus, do me a favor. Stop the recording right there, please. Can we do that? Can we stop the recording?